Well, I finally made it to London for the British Association of Irish Studies Awards. 2026. Not that I won anything, but I was in the highly recommended category, so I was given an invite. So here I am, the Irish Embassy, which is just down the road from here. I shall make a video on the non-award winning essay I did, which had the title A Guided Tour Through James Joyce's Finnegan's Wake, with the subtitle, which is a quote from The Wake. Well, to the fig ends of anamnesis with the whole ghoulish business, which is waking speak. So, of course, I got away with something there that wasn't recognised. I was having my little joke. Fig ends means fag ends. Well, to the fig ends of anamnesis. Anamnesis, Greek. Reminiscence. And whole abulish business. Abulia, Greek. Ill-advised or thoughtless. Irresolute. Anyway, not the poem, the article was a mixture of, well, actually included Dante's poem, yeah, the Inferno, which I feel like I'm written in the at the moment because it's so hot here. So hot. Yes. In summary, the poem was about how we must choose a suitable guide. Oh, I forgot to mention, by the way. Get back into the shade. But this is the first time I've done this. Here I am with my Hegel hat, which is probably backwards in this camera. Not to I've also got my OC recording company t-shirt on. I like to publicise them wherever I go. Anyway, I nearly forgot. Yes, we must choose a suitable guide to accompany us as we make our way through Finnegan's Wake. As Dante had his guide, or his guides rather, Virgil through the Inferno, and Purgatory was taken by Beatrice, and through Paradise, to interpret and explain what he came across in his journey. So Hegel is the guide in the essay that I wrote, focusing upon the section in Hegel's Phenomenology, the perception section, in particular to demonstrate how Hegelian systematic philosophy of necessity and logical entailment can be brought to bear upon the self-made language of the wake, whereas natural language is the product of thousands of years of evolution, and consequently marred by the murkiness from a logical point of view, and perhaps not up to the task that a systematizing philosophy demands of it, to offer a unique and profound conception of the narrative and identity, profound conception of narrative in general and identity, which challenges that of the Divine Comedy. It's called a comedy because of its happy ending, although I think it's as a comedy for another reason. He first goes to Inferno, where there's all this torturing and stuff, people upside down in all sorts of filth and having all sorts of horrible things done to them by demons. And Purgatory's not much better. And then it never quite explains how it is. I mean, how it is someone decides you spent long enough in Purgatory, but that they have their own tortures, carrying boulders on the back and stuff. And then he goes to the top of paradise, the mountain. Well, actually, it's heaven in that divine comedy is the solar system. So he gets to do all the fixed stars as they understood it at the time. And Dante is waxing poetically in Italian. I only know the translation, but all the wonders that God has produced. And once you get to that stage, you can't help but wonder, just hang on a minute, what about all that torturing and torment forever when you're in Inferno, and for hundreds of years if you're in purgatory? So that's why I think that's why I think it was a bit of a comedy. But then I don't know, I'm just filling in time now till I get to the embassy. So I won't film once I'm inside because I don't think they'll like it with this being an embassy without authorization. But I shall report back once it's finished. And like I said, I will make a video of my article, essay on Finnegan's Wake, Hegel, and Dante. And here I am now. At the embassy.